Welcome back to Elusive Escapes, your go-to channel for discovering the world's hidden treasures. Today we're going to see one of the most exciting cities in the world, Beijing. Now you've probably heard of the Great Wall, the Forbidden City, and those legendary Peking ducks. But there's also a whole other side of Beijing that even some locals don't know about. Yep, this city is packed with secret alleys, hidden temples, and spots so cool they'll make you feel like you've unlocked a VIP pass to Beijing. So if you're ready to explore the real hidden gems of Beijing, stick around because we've got 12 mind-blowing spots you won't find in your average travel guide. Alright then, let's kick things off with the first secret spot, the historic Kaohsiung hutongs. Our first stop takes us straight into the heart of old Beijing, the Kaohsiung hutongs. If you want to experience authentic traditional alleyways that still hold on to their original charm, this is where you need to go. You've probably seen those fancy hutongs filled with touristy cafes and souvenir shops, but these are the real deal. This area is near Qianmen, and unlike the more commercialized hutongs, this spot still feels like a step back in time. Imagine walking through narrow alleyways, seeing locals go about their daily lives, and spotting old courtyards that have been around for centuries. You won't find flashy signs or trendy bars here, just pure, unfiltered Beijing history. The Kaohsiung 6th Hutong is the most well-preserved part, and what makes it special is that these alleys are still home to many local families. It's one of the only hutong districts in the city that runs north to south rather than the usual east-west layout, which gives it a unique structure. So if you're someone who loves history and culture and wants a break from the usual tourist spots, you've gotta add this to your list. Alright, after stepping back in time at the Kaohsiung hutongs, next we have to explore a different kind of hutong experience. Yangmeizhu Xieji Street. This place is only 100 meters from Dashilan in Qianmen, but trust us, it feels like a different world. Unlike the more famous hutongs like Nanluo Guxiang or Wudaoying, this street has a perfect mix of old Beijing charm and a fresh modern vibe. Every few steps, you'll find something cool, a quirky little bookstore, an artsy cafe, or even a shop selling antiques and calligraphy. It's the kind of place where you can grab a coffee, browse through vintage treasures, and soak in Beijing's history all at once. The street itself dates back to the Yuan dynasty, but it really started making a name for itself during the Republic of China era when it became a hotspot for bookstores. The famous World Bookstore was once here, and you can still feel that literary atmosphere lingering in the air. And apart from that, this place is always full of life. You'll see locals chatting, young people taking aesthetic photos, and a laid-back energy that makes it a great spot to just hang out. If you want to experience Beijing beyond the tourist-packed streets, this is a must-visit. Moving forward, the next hidden spot is a hidden foodie paradise, Sanyuanli Market. If you want to experience the local food scene beyond the tourist spots, Sanyuanli Market is where you need to be. This place is a daily stop for locals, packed with fresh produce, seafood, and spices that make Beijing's food so incredible. But here's the best part, you don't just shop, you get to eat. You'll find some of the best street food like jianbing, savory Chinese crepes, or baozi, steamed buns, that'll have you questioning why you've ever settled for anything else for breakfast. Sanyuanli Market is in the Shunyuanli area along the East 3rd Ring Road. It's easy to get there. You can hop on bus 403 or 300 and get off at Sanyuanqiao Station, or if you prefer the subway, take line 10 to Liangmaqiao Station, and from there, it's just a short walk. The market opens early, around 6 a.m., so if you want to see it at its best, come in the morning when everything is fresh and buzzing with energy. You'll see vendors shouting out their daily specials, shoppers bargaining like pros, and the smell of sizzling street food filling the air. Overall, if you love exploring food markets and getting a real taste of a city's daily life, you can't miss this spot. Now, if you think Beijing is all about temples and pagodas, here's a surprise. One of the most beautiful churches in the city is unknown to most people. Shishiku Church. Shishiku Church, also known as the Church of the Savior, is in Xicheng District and is one of the oldest and largest Catholic churches in Beijing. Built by French Jesuits in 1693, this church has a fascinating history. It originally stood in Kangchi-kou, but in 1887 it was moved to its current location on Shishiku Street. And let's just say, the new spot did not disappoint. Walking up to the church, you'll immediately notice its unique blend of Western and Chinese elements. The layout is shaped like a cross cross. And right by the entrance, there are 2 Chinese-style pavilions. Not something you see every day at a Catholic church, right? Inside these pavilions, you'll find historical stones, including a bilingual Manchu and Chinese plaque marking its establishment. This place is perfect for a peaceful break from Beijing's fast-paced energy. Whether you're into history, architecture, or just want a quiet place to appreciate something different, this spot has it all. Getting here is also easy. Just take subway line 4 to ZC Station, exit D, and walk for about 5 minutes. The church is open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., so you've got plenty of time to check it out. Here's a fun fact. Beijing actually has 4 major Catholic churches, with Shishiku Church being the most significant for a long time. If you have time, you can also visit Xuanwumen Church, South, Shijimen Church, West, and Wangfujing Church, East. After experiencing the architectural charm of Shishiku Church, next we are going to explore a lesser known but absolutely stunning temple in Beijing, Miaoying Temple, also known as the White Stupa Temple. If you're looking for a peaceful spot away from the crowds but still packed with history and culture, this is a must visit. This temple is one of Beijing's oldest Buddhist sites, featuring a striking white stupa that stands tall among the city's traditional architecture. What makes it so special? Well, it's not just another temple. It has a mix of Indian, Tibetan, and Nepali architectural influences, making it one of the earliest and largest Lamaist stupas in China. The design follows the Sujubo style, an ancient Indian stupa design, but also includes detailed craftsmanship from Nepal, giving it a unique appearance. Miaoying Temple is not far from central Beijing, so getting there is simple. If you're taking the Beijing subway, hop on line 2 to Fuchengmen Station, exit B, and walk about 600 meters east to reach the temple. Another option is taking line 4 to ZC Station, exit A, and walking around 800 meters west. This place is perfect if you're looking for a quiet moment in the middle of the city. It's one of those underrated gems where you can take a break, soak in some history, and admire the stunning mix of cultural influences all in one place. After that serenity, let's check out something a bit more out of the box. Our next spot brings us to a place in Beijing that's a little quirky, a little rebellious, and absolutely bursting with creativity, the 798 Art Zone. Once an old factory complex, this area has transformed into Beijing's most famous art district, home to edgy galleries, bold street art, and experimental exhibitions. It's like walking through an open-air museum, but with cool industrial vibes and a touch of urban grunge. Spanning over 250,000 square meters, 798 Art Zone is a massive playground for art lovers. You'll find everything from contemporary Chinese art to thought-provoking international pieces, with exhibitions ranging from traditional paintings to wild abstract installations. There are also unique concept stores, independent bookshops, and cozy cafes where you can sip a latte while admiring sculptures made from recycled car parts. It's a place that's always changing, always surprising, and never boring. Planning your visit? The area is open 24/7, but most galleries and shops start opening around 10 or 11 a.m. and close by early evening. Also keep in mind that some venues are closed on Mondays, so plan accordingly. And most importantly, bring comfortable shoes. This place is huge, and you'll want to explore every corner. After the creative energy of the 798 Art Zone, we will explore a world of more traditional craftsmanship, the Beijing Gold Lacquer Inlay Art Museum. This place is a hidden gem for anyone who loves intricate artwork, history, and unique cultural experiences. It's all about the delicate and highly detailed gold lacquer inlay technique, a craft that has been passed down for generations. You'll get to see stunning lacquerware, intricate inlaid designs, and even some of the finest imperial-style decorations that once graced palaces and temples. Opened in August 2022, this museum is dedicated to the exquisite gold lacquer inlay decoration technique, a skill that dates back over 7,000 years and was once reserved for the imperial court. Inside, you'll find over 300 pieces of breathtaking lacquerware, from intricately decorated furniture and palace screens to state gifts and one-of-a-kind contemporary masterpieces. The craftsmanship is unreal. Each piece takes months to complete, going through layers of delicate painting, carving, and inlaying with gold, jade, and other precious materials. It's an art form that almost faded away after the fall of the Qing dynasty, but thanks to generations of artists artisans, it's still alive today. The museum is open from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. with last entry at 3:30 p.m. and tickets cost 30 RMB. It's not a crowded spot, so you can take your time admiring the craftsmanship without the usual tourist rush. If you appreciate fine art and traditional skills, this is a must visit. After the peaceful visit to museum, it's time to bring the energy back up because this next spot is all about amazing street food. Huguosi Hutong Snack Street. This is a 600-meter stretch of pure foodie heaven. If you're looking for an authentic taste of Beijing, this is where you need to be. Unlike some of the more touristy hutongs, this place is a bustling neighborhood where locals still go about their daily routines, grabbing their favorite street snacks along the way. So what's on the menu? Everything. You'll find traditional Beijing snacks like LV Dagun, sticky rice rolls with red bean paste, jianbing, savory Chinese crepes, duji, fermented mung bean milk, not for the faint-hearted, and crispy fried dough twists. Whether you're into sweet, salty, or savory, there's something for everyone. And the best part, most of these snacks have been around for centuries, passed down through generations. Now to get here, you have to take the Beijing subway line 4, 6, or 19, get off at Pingganli Station, exit B, and walk about 100 meters. You'll know you're in the right place when you see the huge Chinese characters at the west entrance of the street. Alright, moving on, we will explore a hidden historical spot, the Ming Dynasty Wall Relics Park. This place is one of the last remaining sections of Beijing's ancient city wall, stretching about 1.5 kilometers from Chongwenmen to the southeastern corner of the old city. Originally, the Ming City Wall was a massive 24-kilometer-long defense system built in 1419 during the Yongle Emperor's reign, but today only this small section remains. It's a rare chance to see what once protected the imperial city and imagine how life in ancient Beijing must have been. The park itself is calm, scenic, and perfect for a relaxed stroll. You'll see parts of the 600-year-old wall, along with reconstructed gates and watchtowers, making it a great spot for history lovers and photographers alike. Unlike the more crowded landmarks, this place feels like a secret piece of history hidden in the middle of the modern city. So if you are interested to check this place, then just take Beijing Subway Line 2 and get off at Chongwenmen, Beijing Station, or Jianguomen. From there, you can walk or hop on a short bus ride to reach the park. Alright, next we will enjoy some calm and greenery. Ritan Park. If you need a break from Beijing's fast-paced energy but don't want to leave the city, Ritan Park is the perfect spot to relax. This park is one of the oldest in Beijing, and it's a favorite among locals who come here for their daily dose of fresh air and exercise. The name Ritan means Temple of the Sun, and it was originally built in 1530 during the Ming Dynasty as part of Beijing's imperial sacrificial altars. Today, it's a peaceful urban park where you can see people practicing morning Tai Chi, flying traditional Chinese kites, or simply enjoying a quiet stroll along the tree-lined path. If you're feeling hungry or just want to sit down with a nice view, make a stop at the Stone Boat Cafe. It's a charming little spot right inside the park where you can sip on a coffee or tea while being surrounded by lush greenery. Not a bad way to recharge. Getting here is also super easy. The closest subway station is Yongganli on Subway Line 1. From there, it's just a short walk to the park entrance. Since this place isn't a major tourist attraction, you'll mostly see locals enjoying their day, which makes it feel even more authentic. After recharging at Ritan Park, let's explore another hidden spot that's just as peaceful but even less known to tourists. Sanlai Park. If you ever feel like escaping the chaos of the city without actually leaving it, this is the perfect place to unwind. Sanlihei Park is in Beijing's Dongcheng district, and it's a true hidden gem that most visitors don't even know exists. Unlike the big crowded parks, this one has a calm Watertown vibe with small rivers, elegant pavilions, and beautiful bridges that give it a peaceful charm. If you've ever wanted to experience the scenic beauty of China's Jiangnan water towns without traveling far, this is the next best thing. The atmosphere here is super relaxing. You'll see locals sitting by the water, practicing calligraphy on the pavement, or simply enjoying a slow afternoon walk. There are no big tourist crowds, no noisy vendors, just pure, uninterrupted peace. It's the kind of place where you can clear your mind, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the quiet side of Beijing. To reach here, you have to take Beijing Subway Line 8 to Tianmen Station, exit G Southeast. And from there, it's a short 1.1 kilometer walk to the park. Alright, the last place in our hidden spots is none other than the Beijing Ancient Observatory. If you're into history, science, or just love cool old instruments, this is one place you don't want to miss. This observatory is one of the oldest in the world, and it gives you a rare look at how ancient Chinese astronomers studied the stars. You won't find high-tech telescopes here, but you will see some mind-blowing astronomical instruments that date back to the Ming and Qing dynasties. Think massive celestial globes, sundials, and bronze armillary spheres, all intricately designed and way ahead of their time. What's even cooler is that these instruments blend Chinese and European influences, showing just how advanced China's astronomical knowledge was centuries ago. The observatory is in the Jiangguomen area, making it super easy to reach. Just take subway line 1 or 2 to Jiangguomen Station, and from there, it's a short walk. Since this place isn't a major tourist attraction, you won't have to deal with huge crowds, so you can take your time exploring and really appreciate the craftsmanship of these ancient tools. And there you have it, our top 10 hidden and secret spots in Beijing. Whether you're looking for quiet escapes, cultural gems, or off the beaten path adventures, this video has got you covered. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more exciting travel discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video on elusive escapes. Safe travels.